Bernard Fein was an American actor, television producer, screenwriter and film director. He is best known for co-creating and associate producing the 1960s American television sitcom, Hogan's Heroes, a show which he also occasionally wrote for, including the pilot episode. He directed only one film, the 1974 Swedish movie Pågeldispåkrovliga. As an actor, Fein's first big break came in 1955 when he landed the recurring role of Private Gomez on Sergeant Bilko, which he portrayed through 1959. He appeared regularly as a guest actor on numerous programs from 1959 through 1967 on such shows as The Untouchables, Sea Hunt, Lawman, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, 77 Sunset Strip, Perry Mason, and the FBI, to name just a few. He also appeared in a handful of films during this time, including The Facts of Life, The Murder Men and Robin and the Seven Hoods, among others. Filmography: Robin and the Seven Hoods, Pocketful of Miracles, Man Trap, The Murder Men, The Facts of Life, The Music Box Kid, Keep in Step, Sergeant Bilko, Spy Smasher. Notable TV guest appearances: Felony Squad, playing Tom Borkmiller in episode My Mommy Got Lost, November 15, 1967. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., playing Frank Cariago in episode The Super Colossal Affair, October 7, 1966. The FBI, playing Andy Morton in episode The Hijackers, December 26, 1965. Bob Hope presents the Chrysler Theatre in episode The Candidate, December 6, 1963. The Third Man in episode An Act of Atonement, July 13, 1963. The Twilight Zone, playing Heckler in episode He's Alive, January 24, 1963. Perry Mason playing Foreman in episode The Case of the Shoplifter's Shoe, January 3, 1963. The Untouchables, playing Louis Akers in episode Double Cross, December 18, 1962. Sam Benedict playing Harry Owen in episode Too Many Strangers, December 8, 1962. Sam Benedict playing Harry in episode Hear the Mellow Wedding Bells, November 3, 1962. Hawaiian Eye playing Bane Craig in episode Lament for a Saturday Warrior, October 30, 1962. The Defenders playing Max in episode Mad Men, Part 2, October 27, 1962. The Defenders playing Max in episode Mad Men, Part 1, October 20, 1962. The Tall Man in episode The Runaway Groom, April 28, 1962. The Detectives starring Robert Taylor playing Simon Metapuff in episode Three Blind Mice, Part 2, April 6, 1962. The Detectives starring Robert Taylor playing Simon Metapuff in episode Three Blind Mice, Part 1, March 30, 1962. The Untouchables playing Ed Harker in episode The Maggie Storm Story, March 29, 1962. Thriller playing Lester Klein in episode A Wig for Miss DeVore, January 29, 1962. The Untouchables playing Marty Wilger in episode Jigsaw, November 23, 1961. 77 Sunset Strip playing Sam Trainer in episode The Missing Daddy Caper, November 17, 1961. Alfred Hitchcock Presents playing Marty in episode Cop for a Day, October 31, 1961. Kane's 100 in episode Degrees of Guilt, October 17, 1961. The Lawless Years playing Bo in episode The Sonny Rosen Story 2, May 19, 1961. Thriller playing Stage Manager in episode The Terror in Teakwood, May 16, 1961. The Law and Misty Jones in episode One by One, May 5, 1961. Thriller in episode The Merriweather File, February 14, 1961. The Untouchables playing Richie in episode Augie the Banker, see Amino, February 9, 1961. Michael Shayne playing Sid, Fat Thug, in episode The Badge, January 27, 1961. Tallahassee 7000 playing Vincent Aiello in episode Meeting of the Mob. Coronado 9 playing Frank Fishman in episode Careless Joe, November 29, 1960. Lawman in episode The Post, November 6, 1960. The Man from Black Hawk playing Renard in episode Remember Me Not, September 9, 1960. The Alaskans playing Tom in episode Heart of Gold, May 1, 1960. M Squad in episode Let There Be Light, April 5, 1960. C Hunt playing Boss in episode Expatriates Return, March 12, 1960. The Untouchables playing Tim Harrington in episode The St. Louis Story, January 28, 1960. Mr. Lucky playing Spanish Charlie in episode Aces Back to Back, January 2, 1960. The Twilight Zone playing Pernell in episode The Four of Us Are Dying, January 1, 1960. Johnny Staccato playing Ramsey in episode The Unwise Men, December 24, 1959. Naked City playing Dasher in episode Even Crows Sing Good, January 13, 1959. Writer Hogan's Heroes, The Forgotten Man. Director Pogel Dispok Krovlia. Producer Hogan's Heroes.